There's one skill that almost guarantees your child will walk with God when you're done homeschooling them. The strength of your child's faith, their confidence, their discernment, and their ability to walk with God depends on something most homeschool parents were never taught how to develop. After years in public school, I was done. I never wanted to go back. I wanted my relationship with God to guide me in everything I did, and that became my main motivation when I started homeschooling. Bringing God into every subject, every lesson, every day. That's what I wanted. But I didn't see a simple way to do this. So I created one, a system that any parent can use. It's affordable, straightforward, and incredibly effective. What I realize now more than ever is many homeschool parents want the same thing I want. Not just good academics, but children whose faith stands strong long after they leave our homes. But the truth is, homeschooling doesn't always work out the way we hoped. Some days we wonder if we're doing it right. Some days we question if we're doing enough. And other days, if we're honest, we worry that our children might give in to the world's lies and walk away from God altogether. But we want more than academics, right? We want more than good behavior, that's for sure. What we really want is their hearts. We want them to have strong character, and most importantly, we want them to be steadfast in their faith their entire life. But there's a widely accepted belief many moms have about how their kids will turn out. Some say, kids will choose their own life no matter how you raise them. Or, you can teach the Bible, but you can't make them follow it. Or how about this one? The outcome is out of our hands after a certain point. According to recent Barna data among self-identified Christians in the U.S., 37% say they have deconstructed their childhood faith. Let this not be the story of our children. This data suggests that simply being raised in a Christian home or attending church as a child no longer guarantees lifelong faith commitment. Among practicing Christian parents, 51% say they are very concerned that their children might not remain spiritually grounded as they grow. No one ever tells you why. Here's what I believe. It's not enough to homeschool alone. It's not enough to teach Bible class. It's not enough for your kids to read well or write coherently. It's not even good enough to be good at math, although all those things do help. The truth is, there is a way to guarantee your child stands strong in their faith their whole life. And the real key, the hidden key, is thinking. That's right. A child's thinking shapes their beliefs. Their beliefs shape their character, and character shapes the entire life. This is why biblical thinking is the most powerful tool you can give your children. It's not about regurgitating information or filling in the blanks or completing worksheets. It's about forming thoughts grounded in truth, reasoning with clarity, reflecting with purpose, and establishing habits of scholarship. And that's where the 5 types of thinking come in. Thinking number 1, critical thinking. Critical thinking helps children learn to reason from truth instead of reacting to their every whim or desire. It trains them to evaluate ideas carefully and make sound biblical judgments, something the world rarely teaches. When your child masters this, they become steady, confident thinkers who are not easily swayed. The second type of thinking is reflective thinking. Reflective thinking is the habit of looking back at what was learned and asking, what does this mean for me? It allows children to make personal connections that deepen understanding and build character. When children learn to reflect, they begin to take ownership of their learning. The third way of thinking is independent thinking. Independent thinking teaches children to form their own conclusions based on truth rather than following the crowd. It helps them weigh ideas, consider perspectives, and ultimately decide what aligns with what is right. This type of thinking produces young adults who stand firm even when culture shifts. The fourth kind of thinking is deep thinking. Deep thinking goes beyond facts and explores the why behind what is being learned. It leads children to uncover causes, patterns, consequences, and purpose. When your child learns to think deeply, every subject becomes meaningful instead of mechanical. The fifth type of thinking is complex thinking. Complex thinking helps children see how ideas connect and influence one another across subjects. It develops the ability to understand multiple angles and unite them into one clear, logical conclusion. This type of thinking prepares children for real-life decision-making and strong problem-solving. When children learn these 5 ways of thinking, everything changes. Your homeschool becomes more clear and purposeful. When you begin teaching through the lens of biblical thinking, everything in your homeschool becomes clearer. You're no longer guessing, piecing through things, or hoping your approach works. You finally have a simple biblical framework that guides how your children learn and not just what they study. The second thing that changes is your child learns to think, not just work. Instead of rushing through worksheets and memorizing information for the moment, your child begins forming strong, thoughtful ideas grounded in truth. Their learning becomes active and purposeful. You watch their confidence rise as they start showing real understanding, not just completion. The third thing that changes is the Bible naturally flows into every subject. Bible class is not just a standalone subject, it's actually the foundation for biblical reasoning. It answers questions like, what is grammar? Why do we have to learn math? Why is history important? Or what is the purpose of science anyway? And questions like these. The Bible uncovers truth found in every subject. After all, He created every subject so He would know. The fourth thing that changes is your child develops strength of mind and strength of character. After their thinking deepens, their academics improve, but more importantly, their internal foundation grows stronger. They become more discerning, more articulate, more grounded. They begin making decisions based on truth rather than pressure, trends, or emotions. The fifth thing that changes is you begin seeing signs of maturity that actually last. Over time, you start noticing something powerful. Your child takes ownership of their choices. They begin to show responsibility, integrity, and a heart that genuinely desires what is right. This is not behavior modification, it's transformation from the inside out. And the sixth thing that changes is your homeschool becomes the environment you always wanted. Your home becomes a place where learning shapes faith and faith shapes life. A place where your children's hearts grow as much as their minds. A place where you finally feel equipped, confident, and guided, not overwhelmed or second-guessing. And here's the beautiful part. This kind of transformation doesn't require harder days or expensive curriculum or complicated systems. It simply requires a biblical method, a way of teaching and thinking that any parent can learn. That's exactly why I created the Biblical Homeschooling System. It's for parents who want to raise children who walk with God, think for themselves, and live confidently. But you don't have to burn out, you don't have to spend too much money, and you definitely don't want to be lost in that process. So here's what makes this system truly different. It's easy to use even if you're short on time. Learn the teaching methods once and use them with all your children in every subject every year. No more reinventing the wheel. Another reason why it's different is because it's affordable. It saves you thousands of dollars because once you understand how to teach, you don't need stacks of curriculum. You become the teacher, not the curriculum collector. Next, the biblical homeschooling system is long-lasting. It works for every age and every learning style. This method adapts to your children as they grow. It works with mixed ages, different personalities, and all types of learners. And lastly, the biblical homeschooling system is effective. It's rooted in proven teaching principles. These are professional strategies used by master teachers, but these strategies are infused with biblical truth. They produce real understanding and lasting transformation. If this message is stirring something inside of your heart, and you're ready to understand how to actually build a homeschool that fits your calling to homeschool, I would love to help you take the next step. Do you want to see how all the pieces fit together? I would love to show you the entire system, why it works so powerfully, and how it will help you build the homeschool you will love for a long time. It's a chance to see the big picture and discover whether this is the right fit for your family. Let's build the kind of homeschool that truly transforms your child's lives in ways that last long after they've grown. Click to watch the biblical homeschooling video next. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to my channel, like this video, comment, and make sure you ring the notifications bell to get more content like this. Thanks for watching.